The King's Fusiliers are back.
Do you know what amalgamation is? It's one bloke in 4 out of a job.
If the Royal Navy can find an active role for women, surely the Army can.
I want to be a sergeant, Miss Butler.
Happy anniversary, pets.
His throat's blocked, the air can't get down, he needs a tracheotomy.
Oh, give him one then!
I can't give him one!
Soldier, Soldier. The new series starts 7th of September on ITV.
Surely you can't have a special edition with a 1.4-litre 16-valve engine, electric windows and sunroof all from 9265 on the road? You can with a Nissan. The sunny Flamenco range. See us now or call 0345 800 600 for more information.
Did you know that rice is low in fat?
I knew that. I knew that.
And did you know that rice is part of a wholesome diet?
I knew that. I knew that.
This is Kellogg's Rice Krispies. Most people don't know that each Rice Krispie is made with a real grain of rice.
Well, I
didn't know that. I mean, I didn't know that most people didn't know that.
For everyone who didn't know that Kellogg's Rice Krispies is made with real rice, we have one question. What on earth did you think it was made with?
I don't know.
Introducing smooth, creamy Lurpak cheese spread. Lurpak cheese spread has a fresh, smooth, creamy taste. Listen, Butterman.
Douglas?
Douglas, we are trying to do a tasteful commercial for Lurpak cheese spread, not butter. New Lurpak cheese spread. It's a matter of taste.
I want to see my real mum. You're not my real mum.
Dad and I feel we just can't handle your behaviour anymore.
He's a good messed up kid, that's all. He's not Genghis Khan.
We've no secure units in Wales. Jail's their only option.
What am I getting a family?
Now on Tyne-Tees, it's 10 o'clock, time for the world news.
From the headquarters of ITN News at 10 with Trevor McDonald.
Teenagers die as helicopter crashes on training flight. Bosnia's suffering goes on despite a new peace deadline. Have-a-go hero shot as he tackles post office raiders. And home sweet home for Britain's newest first-time buyers. Good evening. 3 young RAF cadets, 2 boys and a girl, were killed today in a helicopter crash in Snowdonia. Their Wessex helicopter went out of control and spiraled into a lake in full view of holidaymakers. Another cadet, a girl, and the 3 members of the RAF crew managed to get out. The cadets came from the East Lancashire wing of the Air Training Corps. ITN's Harold Jones reports from the scene.
The Wessex helicopter went down in 70 feet of water. Even in summer, the waters of Llyn Padarn are icy and treacherous. On board, 3 aircrew and 4 teenage air cadets. 25 minutes into a training flight from RAF Valley, the Wessex went out of control.
Well, the helicopter flew down the lake. It's just in line with the top of the hill across the lake there. Flew banked over close to a headland, just top of a hillside over there, behind you. Came back over the trees, and as it was coming across, noticed that the rear rotor fin was just feathering, just idling very, very slowly. And then he just dropped into the middle of the lake like a stone, just went straight down.
Tonight, experts believe transmission failure is the most likely cause. The Wessex main gearbox is directly beneath the central rotor. A drive shaft carries power to a second gearbox in the tail section to drive the rear rotor. It's that transmission system which air safety experts believe failed.
It appears that the main drive to the tail rotor has failed. The tail rotor is the small rotor at the back of the helicopter which keeps it flying straight. And once that has failed, then the helicopter can no longer fly in a straight line.
A police diving team were briefed on the layout of the Wessex, their grim task to search for 3 missing cadets, 2 teenage boys and a girl. As hour followed hour, any hope of finding them alive in the deepest part of the lake was snuffed out. More than 6 hours after the crash, the first of 3 bodies was recovered from the lake.
Well, the weather's been, fortunately the weather's been kind today, but of course the difficulty was to try and locate the helicopter. The police divers have done that, and as you know, they have been down and they have started to bring the bodies to the surface.
Within the last hour, the bodies of the 3 cadets have been airlifted to Ysbyty Gwynedd Hospital in Bangor. The 3 aircrew and 1 surviving cadet are being treated there for back injuries. The cadets were members of the East Lancashire wing of the Air Training Corps, attending an RAF summer school when tragedy struck.
They are like our sons and daughters, really, but it's the family that you feel for.
When the helicopter's aircrew are sufficiently recovered, they'll be called to give evidence to an RAF Board of Inquiry. Only then will it become clear how a routine training flight on a summer's day turned to tragedy. Howell Jones, News at 10, Llanberis.
The stakes in the Bosnian conflict were briefly but dramatically raised tonight. Reports quoted the Bosnian Serb leader Radovan Karadzic as threatening nuclear retaliation if NATO forces attack his troops. He later denied he'd said anything of the sort. Our diplomatic editor James Mates assesses a day of fast-moving developments.
The Bosnian Serbs have long warned the West that taking on their troops would not be clean and clinical, but bloody, brutal and costly in lives. They promised all-out war if